Never stop improving. If you're ready to be number one, to beat your competition, or to set your own path, go from zero to hero. Josh Fegan Digital. Driving a competitive nature is the one thing that really helps you to be a great agent. And what we know is that sometimes competition, particularly your competitors, actually get you to step up. And isn't it amazing when all of a sudden you see someone out there in that marketplace that actually forces you as an agent to play at your absolute best? It's like when you know that you're going up against a listing presentation and there's that number one agent in that area and it's you versus them. And all of a sudden you raise to a brand new level. Well, have you ever thought, what would it be like inside of your career if you could just be at that level all the time? And this capability is really about learning how to use competition in a really positive way to allow you to really play to your best. You see, in being a really good quality agent, that competitive nature is what makes you good. It's the responsiveness in front of the client. It's the capability to understand exactly what's going on in their world and understanding what to do next. So how do you drive that competitive nature? Well, for me, it's not about the competitor at all. It's really about us focusing on what we're doing for our customer. In the world that we operate in today, the only thing that differentiates you is the service experience that customer gets. It's the quality of the open for inspection callback. It's what you do before the listing presentation. It's what you do after the listing presentation. It's the conversations that you have when you're dealing with a phone inquiry, how you actually work with someone when you're there at that open for inspection, the experience at the auction itself. All of these things lead to a great customer experience. Now, at the end of the day, it's really easy as an agent to think, you know what, I do it pretty well, but ultimately, what would it be like to be the customer on the other side of the transaction? And this is the important part, is that we operate in a world where people ultimately want responsiveness. What they're really looking for is someone that can interact with them, not only in a positive way, but in a way where they can show and demonstrate knowledge. So this is where market knowledge becomes critically important, and knowing what to do in sticky situations. You know, all of those things like multiple offers, when all of a sudden there's someone who wants to make an offer on a property that's subject to the sale of another property. How you handle those things determines what actually happens inside of your career. So for me, what I love is this internal game about driving that level of competition with yourself to just focus on getting the basics right. Basics like making sure that you book those 3 appointments each and every single business day. Because if you book the 3 appointments, everything else takes care of itself. From buyer work to seller work, to you being productive, to lifting your confidence as an agent. So if you want to drive a competitive nature, be in a position that you actually stay focused on the things that really matter. Getting in front of customers, doing the work that matters, and making sure that you're delivering on your own customer experience. It's when you're paralyzed by fear of what your competitors are doing and you do nothing that actually makes it so clear to the consumer that they should be using someone else. It's when you focus on what you do for the customer and 100% focus on that as the outcome that actually really allows your business to scale. I really hope you've enjoyed our coaching tip, and I look forward to seeing you next time.